Hello friends, welcome to insightful feature presentation on how disease originate, what are its possible causes and how we at Sacred.Soul.Science deal to heal with this disease. As per modern day science, 90% disease are psychosomatic, meaning caused by persistent mental or psychological problem. Please note, here we do not talk about disease arising in old age or due to lifestyle. Let's understand stages of how emotional problem turns into psychosomatic disease. Friends, let us look at below emotions or feelings that we suppress and bring along from teenage, childhood or any of the past life brings psychosomatic disease in our body. Any form of guilt, shame or self-criticism, self-rejection or excessive grief, heavy insecurity leading to constant mental disturbance or any form of consistent jealousy, excessive fear or phobia faced by anyone, suppressed desire or suppressed avarice. When individual faces adverse and impactful situations in life, he carries them as a heavy baggage in his psyche. Longer it remains unresolved at emotional, mental or energetic level, issue then travels deeper in body tissues and forms disease. This can be as light as anxiety or it can be toughest one like a cancer. Trapped or unresolved emotions are like steam living inside our subconscious mind. With passing of time, they strengthen, finally affecting organ in form of disease. Let me share few examples on screen on how organs get affected and emotional reasons behind them. When one faces absence of joy in life for a long time and that's very severe, then this situation may lead to heart disease. When an individual has any excessive longing that he craves for in life and still remains unmet, causes diabetes in body. When one excessively holds on to old unreleased emotion, it directly affects kidneys. Hepatitis or liver disease arise due to old rage, old hatred or resistance to change. Throat issues, including throat cancer, is caused by suppressing old anger, old hurt, old humiliation that is yet not spoken or not expressed in words to the concerned stakeholders. Stomach issues, including stomach cancer, is caused due to excessive undigested criticism absorbed with guilt, shame, fear, or rejection. Any unresolved heavy emotions carried over from any past trauma may settle in as chemical imbalance in body and it triggers on consumption of certain food or happening of certain event and that causes allergy. Unresolved heavy emotions when settle in physical part of the body, it radiates chronic pain without any injury or without any form of medical reasoning. When one faces emotional blockages in presenting themselves to outer world due to self-ego, self-shame, self-hurt, self-grief, then bases intensity, this thing will translate into skin problems like one facing red rash on the body or body turning completely pale white, that's vitiligo. When females face long-term relationship insecurity backed with extreme emotional issues in relationship with either spouse, parents or children, then this may cause imbalance in cells of organ close to heart, leading to breast cancer. When individuals cannot let go those things that are no longer required in life, then it translates or results into irritation bowel syndrome. When individual refuses to take freshness from outside environment and succumbs to inner burdened feelings, it translates into asthma or any kind of lung issues. When our subconscious mind is under constant stress, trauma or insecurity, our hormones connected to our system starts to make permanent change in our body, thus impacting body in long term. That is body's coping mechanism to deal with emotion, and it starts to show as symptoms. Interesting fact is that when you speak to your subconscious mind, you can discover the cause of disease, release the reasons, and finally heal through various modalities. This will be illustrated with help of few examples. A lady at age of 26 years suffered from breast cancer. She was highly stressed post her marriage and felt highly insecure, assuming her husband would leave her as she was not good looking. She also carried stressful relationship with parents since childhood. These factors together culminated as cancer in organ that is very close to her heart. With alternate therapy given for 6 months, she was able to reduce her chemo cycle drastically and she finally healed herself. Another example where client in 30 had skin allergy of getting severe rashes on skin after eating any kind of dal, that is lentil. When she was requested to connect to subconscious mind, in trance state she found root cause. At age of 5 years, while she was eating dal, she heard news about demise of her beloved grandmother. Her subconscious mind quickly associated or linked eating dal with arrival of bad news or demise of her grandmother. So her body always resisted. The subconscious mind never allowed eating dal, but in a manner that whenever she used to have the dal, she used to get big bold red rashes on entire skin. Post identifying the cause in the therapy, association between dal and bad news or demise was broken and released, through which her allergy got completely cured. In yet another case, lady suffering immensely from back pain for last few years approached us. Medically, she was fit and there was no justification for the pain that she actually explained. She saw her past life where she was being molested, and when she started to raise voice, she was stabbed in the back at the very same point where her pain was emanating. Reasons of back pain in the therapy in the regression was seen by her and released, leading to her complete healing. In one of the case relates to a lady suffering from asthma. In therapy, she saw last birth where he was a male and he worked in a chemical factory. In a factory accident, he inhaled poisonous fume and died due to suffocation of fresh air. In this life, subconscious mind carried unresolved emotion in form of impression that made her suffer from asthma. During the therapy, impressions were seen by her, released, and she got cured of asthma. Conscious mind has no answers of where the root cause of disease is coming from. However, we at Sacred.Soul.Science train our clients to connect their subconscious mind, to not only see the adverse events that cause the disease, but also facilitate release that cause for complete healing. Client has got two options to enroll with us. Option 1 can opt for 3 sessions of past life regression that span over a period of 3 months with weekly call support to know the progress. Or option 2 can enroll in course Disease Free Life, where he will be shared knowledge, techniques, and be trained twice in a week for 45 minutes of each session to look at the root cause at one's own comfortable time, where he releases things at own convenience for healing. We shall handhold client with total duration of 3 months. However, there are several criteria that needs to be fulfilled from the client's end. One should have intention to heal own self. Intention set by others can come as a support, but one's own intention setting for self-healing is crucial. For therapy to succeed, client should be open to share his or her own true feelings. One must need to take out time and put self-efforts in doing exercises that we share to connect with own subconscious. Needless to mention, having correct self-attitude is a mandate for this theory. Finally, surrender with faith and trust inner intelligence that leads to success of this therapy. I'm sure that this information was useful to refer your near and dear ones for healing with us. Obviously, they can continue existing medical treatment. Our therapy, connecting to subconscious mind, will help them to heal from roots. We have shared a specific ask in a sheet you can look at and refer. Thank you.